Get comfortable. You're listening to The Order.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Order. I'm with the Angel and Noah, and he's
Good
not,
things.
he's not really an angel.
Yes, I am. I'm
Oh,
the
he
Angel,
is.
and we're doing this podcast. It's about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, and I'm from the future. I'm an angel. I know what's gonna happen.
He's from the future.
And do
Speaking,
you want me to tell you what's gonna happen?
what's gonna happen?
Do you want to know what
Tell
the
me what's gonna
angel knows?
What does the
The
angel
time
know
traveling angel.
about
What
Mike
doth
Tyson versus
this
Jake Paul?
angel speak?
Here's what happens. I'm just gonna say this right now: 60% of the population is wrong. And what's gonna happen is Jake Paul will get a third round knockout over Mike Tyson.
Oh no!
And anyone that says different are absolute mental cases.
Wow,
hot takes coming from Aiden.
that is from the angel.
The angel. I mean. Speaking of Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, Aiden, did you just see that they did the weigh-in or face-off the weigh-in, and Mike Tyson literally slapped Jake Paul, like hard?
When?
I didn't see
Just
that.
now.
That's crazy.
I want to see it.
It
Now that you say it,
I
I
did
want
not
to
see that.
Yep, you can look at. Oh,
I did
Dude,
no,
not
I
see
can't.
that.
He's mad at him.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think
me look at
Mike
it.
Tyson is very upset right now, and I think he fully thinks he's gonna win. However, I still don't think he has a chance, and maybe you'll prove me wrong. But I just
Oh my gosh, bro! Holy crap!
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the thumbnail. How bad was it, Levi?
He slapped him pretty hard. I mean,
Really?
yeah.
Did Jake Paul, was he phased at all or not?
No, not really. He took it pretty
No.
good.
I mean, Jake Paul, he's big, he's heavy.
Yeah. Did you see Mike Tyson at the open workout? I'm super worried. He was like, he got so tired after it was done, and like someone had to help him like take off his shirt, and it's just like, oh no,
Oh my god.
oh no.
Dude.
He looks very stiff.
Mike,
Dang,
I
bro,
know
that's
you're
insane.
old. I know you got some knowledge on you, but this guy needs to be beaten. I do not like the Paul brothers. I don't like Lunchley. Not the biggest fan of Prime.
You don't like
Flavors
Lunchley,
are
bro?
Okay, but evidently
But the cheese is drippy, bro.
there's a bunch of.
You don't like your cheese
I
drippy?
don't like it moldy either. I don't like it moldy either.
Bro,
I get cheese.
you can't have
This is too
bro.
moldy.
You can't have moldy cheese. Cheese is already rotten. Like it's just extra cheese.
I know that cheese is technically already a mold, but when the cheese that is a mold starts molding, something is wrong. I get the
I like
trying
my
to be
cheese drippy,
healthier
bro.
and all that, but
Speaking.
Hey,
So I was thinking, I saw a video recently, and like they were like, "Dang, am I stupid or something?" Like, what's the other percentage of 2% milk? What's the other 98% of 2% milk? And I was thinking, I'm like, I really don't know. I have no idea what the other 2% of, or the other 98% is of 2% milk. I know of homo milk. Homo
it's
milk
probably
is so much
chemicals,
better.
bro.
Homo milk, even
Homo,
though
bro.
it makes my body feel bad because I'm lactose intolerant.
Let's go back to the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. This is what we're here for. We're not here to talk about homo milk.
I'm not.
Noah, what is your thoughts? Who do you think's gonna win?
truth be told, I don't necessarily watch too much fighting. I really don't.
But you fought before. You boxed many times.
This is true.
Yeah, just because I box and actually do stuff doesn't mean I like watching people.
Aren't you like a
Do
2-2 boxer? Isn't that your record?
It is, but I'm not. First of all, I'm not registered at any gym or am a registered amateur
Dang it.
boxer or anything like
Yes,
that.
you are, dude.
You
Don't
shouldn't
even
have
lie.
said that. Just we should have
He's
kept
3-1.
that in. Like you're still a 2-2. You're a 2-2 fighter, boxer, bro. That's your record.
Being humble. Can I?
You
be
should be 3-1. You got robbed. Let's be honest.
I did get robbed. Evidently, I got robbed.
I would say so.
Evidently, I got robbed. But no, truth be told, I haven't necessarily looked at this fight. I really like Mike Tyson compared to any of the Paul brothers. The Paul brothers have just always had like this bad aftertaste in my mouth. The second they do something mediocrely good, they just turn around and do something horrendously bad, it seems. or just something like Lunchly and having moldy cheese. Like, okay, Lunchly. Lunchly was supposed to be like this healthy alternative to Lunchables. I like Lunchables. I like being healthy. So yeah, I like that. But it turns out, because of the lack of preservatives, the cheese is molding.
And drippy, bro. You don't like your cheese drip.
I've never had a
Not
Lunchly.
that- I
I've
don't
never
think
had a
cheese-
Lunchables like ever in my life. I was homeschooled, bro. I got home cooked
Oh,
meals.
bro, you never had like the nachos or nothing? The nachos were fire back in the day.
Mm-mm.
No, bro.
But that's probably the preservatives talking.
Me and Levi,
but no.
were dead in the thick of it, bro.
In the thick of it.
We had
Yeah.
nothing.
That's fine. I mean, heck, you guys turned out pretty. Let's be honest.
That
Compared to regular homeschool children, y'all pretty good.
That just reminded me of the time where we were doing softball. We play like just in a league in where we live, and we wanted to play the thick of it, and we're like, bro, let's play thick of it, and he's like, that's hilarious, and then he's like, into the thick of it.
Yeah, bro was in the deep thick of it. He had no idea what was going on.
No, he
was just
so behind.
I was like crying for him, honestly. I was just shedding tears.
Oh, that was rough.
I was just like, there's no way. I was like, bro's living under a rock.
He thought we were gonna play that. I mean, the
evidently.
Think of it's a hilarious song to play. If I would have played that during my at bat, like I couldn't even bat. Like, there's no way.
Dude, it's insane. Levi, who do you got? Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Me and Noah gave our opinions.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't necessarily endorse anybody. Yeah,
endorse.
I would like, yeah, endorse. I'm still in Politico mode. Anyways, Mike Tyson. I would like Mike Tyson to win, but evidently, with Levi saying that there are videos of Mike Tyson struggling to get out of a shirt. I don't want the Cringe Brothers to win. I don't like it when they win. I think they're cringe. I really do. I know they're trying to not be cringe, but somehow they keep on cringing on.
All right.
So I'd like Mike Tyson
Noah,
to win.
I have a question.
And don't want. Yeah.
Would
Go
you
ahead.
rather Jake Paul? Okay, which one would you rather not happen? Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, or your cheese not being drippy, bro?
Well, both scenarios imply that the existence of the Paul brothers. So I don't like both of these choices already. I don't like both choices already. So if you give me a scenario where they are not mentioned and the relevancy is gone, I'm fine.
Here's a question for you. Would you rather Mike Tyson be knocked out and be sent to a coma the rest of his life, or would you rather have your cheese drippy?
What?
You got to pick one or the other.
I don't want Mike Tyson, this awesome boxing legend, to go so hard into a coma.
So you'd rather have drippy cheese the rest of your life from Lunchly every day?
I would, but I would refuse to eat it.
No, that's not how this works.
No, you have to eat it,
or else you
So
die.
you're putting Tyson in a coma then.
Yep, I'm putting Tyson in a coma. Sorry, buddy.
All right, so I got.
Trained harder. What can I say, bro?
I think if Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight 10 times, I think Jake Paul wins 9 out of the 10.
So Aiden has Jake Paul winning, and Noah has drippy cheese. Or wait, no, you don't have drippy cheese. No. That's right. You chose.
I have
cheese.
I have Mike.
You chose
Tyson
a dead
Mike
Tyson.
Yep.
Yeah, brain dead Mike Tyson. Dang it.
Over drippy cheese.
I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it. You can't make it.
Okay. So, in my opinion, and for the people, if you watch this and get upset that I say Jake Paul is going to royally destroy Mike Tyson, I don't want that to happen. But I'm just looking at the reality of the situation that you have an almost 60-year-old man who's pretty much running off of pure shrooms and steroids at this point. And who I just watched in a pre-workout video, a dude had to take off his shirt for him. And he looked so stiff, and bro was gassed.
Pre-workout video.
Open workout. It was the open workout for the whole thing. And I don't want Tyson to lose, but I don't think it's going to be close. What's going on?
Dang.
But yeah, that's just my opinion. There we go. Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, it'd have to be quick.
Here's my prediction.
Like that, if he's getting gassed out like that, where someone has to rip off a T-shirt for him, it's got to be a quick fight for the sake of Tyson.
I think this is how I think it's going to go. I think Tyson's going to be like a bulldog, like doing that right at Jake. Jake's going to get him on jab a few times, and then it's going to be right towards the end of the round, and Jake lands a quick right hand while he's going in. Like Tyson goes down, and he gets up, and he's like wobbling around the ring, and I think he's going to beat the count, and like no, he won't beat the count. Like he'll be absolutely rocked, but the end of the round happens. This is what I think is going to happen. And then everyone's like, "Oh no, Uncle Mike, not Uncle Mike." And then round 2 starts, and he's on the back foot. He's clearly wobbling. Jake just boom, lights out. Mike Tyson's flat on the ground. He's the most hated man on earth for a while. Yeah, and then legitimately, like, it's going to be just a dark day.
But dude, Jake Paul likes to be the villain, though.
Oh, I know.
As he built his whole career.
That's why I think Jake's not going to go easy on him. I think Jake Paul realizes that being hated by everyone is better. Like, when he's not hated by everyone, guess what happens? Mike Perry numbers, where he gets 60,000 pay-per-view buys.
Dang. For real, bro.
Yeah.
Who do you think's winning the undercard? Serrano versus, is it Katie Taylor?
Yeah. I don't care.
You don't care.
You can't force me to care about women's boxing, bro. You can't force me. Who cares, bro? I don't.
They really got that YouTube boxer Nunes, Wonderson Nunes fighting, bro.
Bro, is trash.
He is so trash.
Trash.
I would whoop him. If I fought him, I would whoop him.
Yeah,
it won't even be close.
He's a fat
round one.
He's a fat 160 fighter, 60-pound fighter. King Kenny, literally, who's not that good. Literally,
not that good.
He made King Kenny look like a pro.
For real.
But yeah, I think this card will be pretty boring. I think Wonderson Nunes loses. I think unless he's fighting another rigged fight, which that's what he did against his first time on Kingpin. And I don't care about any other undercards. Call me a casual. You know what? I am a casual in boxing. Boxing is so boring when it comes to, maybe like 3% of the total boxers out there, and then the rest, it's like, who cares? They've been fighting at like motels to get up to like 15-0, and then they finally fight some guys who also fought in hotels who just keep protecting their record. And I do not care. It's not fun. The best should fight.
That's why I like Ryan Garcia.
Well,
that's why I like Ryan Garcia, bro.
I don't particularly.
He's a legend.
I don't particularly like.
He is a legend.
He's a legend,
dude. No, I'm not gonna lie. He beat Devin Haney fair and square.
Oh,
yes, he did.
I mean,
fair and square, dude. If he didn't take those injections, that
I think he beats Devin Haney because I don't. But I mean, you can't say it was fair and square when he did pop for steroids. However, if he didn't pop for steroids, I still think he beats him because I think Devin Haney sucks.
Devin Haney, dude. He's a wuss, bro.
Yeah, Devin Haney.
He has no power either.
No power.
He has no power.
Which is kind of crazy because he did rock Ryan Garcia one time with a left hook. That's the only time I've ever seen him rock anyone. That. You don't? He did.
Nope.
Yeah, no, right.
I rewatched the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight, and the amount of times Jake Paul rocked Fury with the left hook was like 4 times.
I don't know if he rocked.
Tommy Fury. No, big time. You need to rewatch it. It was big time rocks. Like he was like stumbling, like whoa. You got to rewatch. You have to rewatch it. I was like, dude, Jake Paul is just chasing him down the whole time. Tommy Fury's Lance Flurries.
You thought Jake won?
No, I thought Tommy won. I'm just saying, Jake Paul. If anyone was going to get knocked out, it would have been Tommy Fury.
Oh, I still believe that. I don't think Tommy really has any power.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah, and that knockdown Jake Paul did at round 8 with the jab, that could have easily gave Jake the win.
it could have.
It was a close
I
fight.
thought it was going to.
Honestly, I wish it did because Tommy Fury doesn't fight.
Man, Tyson's gonna get so KO'd. And here's what everyone's gonna say. They're just gonna keep saying how rigged it is. It's like, okay, well, if you believe that Mike Tyson would actually go ahead and lose a fight and be rigged, then he isn't the guy you think he is.
Yeah.
Like, if you think this fight's gonna be rigged, then who cares? Mike Tyson's deliberately taking money to look like a wuss. Like, okay.
But I think Tyson
well, then he deserves a loss anyways.
I think Tyson does have he has an okay shot at. You can tell he's more locked in. He just slapped Jake, dude.
He's definitely more locked in than I thought he was. But it also makes
he's
me
mad,
think that this is a real fight. And there was a part of me that thought, it might just be a glorified spar. But
yeah, Jake's gonna take it easy, but no, not after he just slapped him, bro.
Yeah,
Jake Paul's not taking it easy anymore.
No.
Yeah, but I would have more confidence in Mike Tyson if he didn't just fight Roy Jones Jr. and look horrible.
4 years ago,
he did not look good. Yeah, he did not look good,
and has had major health issues since.
Yeah, maybe he wasn't on steroids back then, but I don't know.
No, he was on steroids, and the steroids probably negatively affected his health because you're not supposed to take them at 54.
Dang.
Like, I mean, you're supposed to let your body age naturally, and going and putting steroids on to go into a boxing match in your late 50s is not a smart move. And he also won't stop doing drugs.
Dang.
Yeah, it's going to be a dark, dark night. I mean, I might be having some fun because I get to reply to all the idiot people who are like, bro, what are you talking about? Mike Tyson's going to clean his clock. And then are just going to say it's rigged. It's 100% going to happen. Or, you know what? If I'm wrong and Mike Tyson knocks Jake Paul out, I'll take all the hate because then I get to watch it happen, which I'll be happy about.
Yeah.
But I'll also be happy getting to see the people who have no idea what they're talking about and are just probably 5 years old. Well, not. But yeah.
Dude, I see a lot of the people that think it's like 40-year-old, 30-year-olds. They're older.
Well, those people also don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're honestly
they just know
I
the
hate
name
to say
Mike
it,
Tyson.
But those people
they're incompetent, bro.
They're career warehouse workers.
Yeah,
like
not career fighters.
That's the most insulting way I can say it, but
I'm just saying
they're never getting out of the warehouse.
If Mike Tyson fights anything like he did against Roy Jones Jr. 4 years ago, Jake Paul cleans him, dude. Yep. It's gonna be easy clean. Tyson has to be a completely different fighter.
Tyson needs to just go hard and knock him out early, and that's the only way. I think Tyson has
he has 2 rounds.
I don't even give him that. I say a minute. I think Tyson has a minute. I think if he doesn't get it done in a minute, it's over.
Dang, bro. Yep. All Noah's doing right now is just thinking about drippy cheese, bro. he said nothing this whole time. Just thinking about getting his cheese drippy.
I just don't know how it's going to play out. I really don't. I'm trying to think of these scenarios and everything, and just I don't know what's going to happen.
I can literally see it happening in my head. I know what's going to happen.
I don't want that. I'm looking at all the scenarios where Mike wins, and
there's one.
There's one, yeah.
It's like in the Marvel movie. It's like thinking about you got 1 out of like 5 million scenarios.
I'm just like Doctor Strange.
He's gonna have to do what Kevin James in Here Comes the Boom. Close your eyes and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul.
I know, it's crazy, but it's Father Time is undefeated. And Jake Paul, it's not. Look, here's the thing. Jake Paul is probably a low mid-level boxer now. That's what happens when you pay the greatest trainers in the world for 6 straight years and you're naturally athletic. You're going to get good at a sport. And boxing is not one of these things where it has a very, how do you say, high ceiling, but also a very low floor. And you can become he's better than a lot of pro boxers. Probably the majority, honestly. The majority of people who have a pro boxing license. It's not hard to get. He's just not at the top level. He's just a guy who knows how to box now, who's never going to get very high level, but is going to keep picking guys who he knows he can beat, which is why he picked a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. It's like they know they can beat him. That's why they picked him.
Yeah.
All these people are like, why on
Not only
earth
that,
would you
but he would
ever
also get a decent money too,
Huh?
because of that. He would also get a decent bit of money because of that, because it's a big name.
Yeah,
Hey,
true.
You know,
guess
I mean,
how much money?
Mike Tyson v. anybody, that's an automatic big fight.
Guess how much money Jake Paul's making for this fight, and guess how much money Mike Tyson's making.
I honestly don't know. I really don't
Give me a
know.
number. Give me a number for Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. Dang man, I'm gonna say 8 million. for
Jake
him.
Paul's making 40 million, and Mike Tyson's making 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I knew it'd be in the tens of millions. I didn't want to.
And you would think Mike Tyson's
didn't
making
wanna
more
give him
money.
that.
Yeah,
much.
he's
Mike
100%
Tyson's
pulling in all the
taking-
viewers.
He's taking in all the risk too. He's 58.
Yeah. No, Tyson
he
should be
could take
getting the
years off his
majority.
life.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Jake Paul brings much of a dedicated fan base. Jake Paul can get a high ceiling on viewership if he has a good dance partner with him that brings hype. The guy he fights needs to also bring hype. And sometimes they don't. Like him versus Anderson Silva failed. Like Jake has failed multiple times when he shouldn't have. Jake failed against Mike Perry. He failed against Anderson Silva. He really failed against Tyson Woodley the second time. Like he's flops on around like a little, probably less than 50% of his pay-per-view shares. Jacob.
Whoa.
Hello,
Look who's
Jacob.
here.
Our first guest on the order. Jake,
Going on?
Joins halfway
Yeah.
through.
could you turn
Sorry.
the camera sideways?
Possibly.
Well,
Uh-oh.
Wait, is that
Uh-oh.
what's wrong?
it just didn't do it. It's like sideways, but it's like still vertical. Oh, there we go.
There
you
you go.
Okay. Yeah, sick.
Okay, so
Yeah, sorry about that. I was going down a deep rabbit hole of overcomplicating the amount of my phone onto my monitor, and then I was just like, yeah, screw that. So sorry about that.
I gotcha.
You're good.
So, Jacob, we're talking about Mike Tyson
Yes, sir.
versus Jake Paul. What do you think
yeah.
happens tomorrow night?
I really hope Mike Tyson wins. However, I feel like Jake Paul is probably going to win against my issues.
How do you think it happens?
Well, if Mike Tyson wins, it's going to be a round one knockout. After that, I think either Jake Paul's either going to knock him out or I don't know. If it's not done by round one, Jake Paul's winning. How? I don't know.
Dang, bro. Jacob's
Right.
smarter than I thought.
Dang, that's so mean.
Why is that?
What does
Dude,
that mean?
no, it's because everyone else thinks Mike Tyson's going to win, and
Oh,
you
that's
said the
true.
exact same
Yeah.
thing we did.
In all fairness,
You're
in all fairness, I might have had to do some convincing in the middle of the wilderness with him and Ezra.
about
Okay,
Jake
I
Paul,
mean-
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
Convinced
admit
me
I was
myself.
kind of arguing just to argue, but if in a real conversation, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen.
Fair enough.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I mean, the audio's not amazing, but it's workable.
Yeah, I had to use my earbuds, so
It's okay. So, do we want to move on to the UFC?
Let's do it.
Jon Jones is the biggest coward I've ever seen in my life. Dude, seriously. Like, I would rather Jon Jones lose than Jake Paul. I cannot stand Jon Jones. He's such a freaking loser and a coward. Anyone who considers him the GOAT, no. You don't get to be a duck like Jon Jones and be considered the GOAT. First off, you already beat your wife and tested positive for steroids twice. Absolutely not. But after yesterday's interviews, oh my gosh. The excuses Jon Jones said for not fighting Tom Aspinall. This is what he said. He said, Tom Aspinall is not a big enough name to fight him. Tom Aspinall hasn't done anything in his career. Tom Aspinall is too big and too heavy to fight him. By the way, they're heavyweights. Tom Aspinall has been too disrespectful to him. Jon Jones only wants money fights. Jon Jones only does this for legacy. It's crazy. The amount.
And then the next sentence, Jon Jones said, "I just wanna do fun fights."
I just want to do
Like
fun
the next
fights.
sentence.
He's like, Tom Aspinall hasn't won enough belts to fight me. Literally in the next interview, I think I'd like to fight someone like Jamal Hill or Derek Lewis. Where on earth are Derek Lewis's wins? Bro has a 6-fight losing streak last time I checked, I thought. Like,
Oof.
bro is seriously, like, I've never seen, like, this guy more scared of another human being. Like, the nerds who get bullied by the football players probably have a better, like, chance of actually, like, standing up for themselves than Jon Jones right now.
It's actually, yeah, it is pretty sad.
That's
I'm not gonna
crazy.
lie. It's pretty sad.
It's crazy because, like,
Well,
he's running. Like, oh, Dana White today. I'm so freaking happy.
what did Dana have to say?
So
Oh God, what did
Dana White
say?
was on stage, and someone asked him like, Jon Jones, he wants to fight Alex Burr after this, and Dana White says, if either of these guys fight after this, it will be against Tom Aspinall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dana White's done sucking up to Jon Jones.
That was my next question. I was going to say, previously, Dana White's been baby Jon Jones, hasn't he?
Because I think what he was trying to do is he's trying to warm Jon Jones up into fighting Tom Aspinall. Because at this point, Jon Jones is just he's just blowing up his legacy with how absolutely cowardly he's been acting.
Dude, he just sounds like a pussy, dude.
Dude,
Just such
the
a pussy.
only way he could save his career at this point would be fighting Tom or like his legacy. Bro, he is not the GOAT. He could never be considered the GOAT after what he's done.
And also, he's saying
He's
also saying he doesn't want to fight him because he's too old. When apparently Jon Jones' title defense was against a 38-year-old who's older than Jon Jones at 37.
No. Jon Jones says he doesn't want to fight him because Tom Aspinall's 30 and he's 37.
Tom Aspinall's 31.
Yeah,
He's even older.
31. Yeah, what, a 6-year age gap? Bro fought DC when Jon Jones was like 30 and DC was 38. And also, when he said Tom Aspinall has been too much of a jerk to where he doesn't want to fight him. Like, first off, imagine you're fighting someone's being mean to you and you're like, stop being mean to me. I'm not going to fight you because you're so mean. Dog, you're an MMA fighter. You're an MMA fighter and you say something like that?
I wish that guy I wish the guy that Jon Jones is ducking would have the Conor McGregor mentality and just roast the living crap out of him.
Oh, me
dude.
too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy because you know how much horrible things Jon Jones said to DC? Imagine if DC said, I'm not giving you a title shot. Like, he insulted his children. He said he would literally kill him if he wasn't, they were in a virtual call like this, and he told DC, if you were here, I would kill you.
Dang, bro.
Like, he's like, first off, Jon Jones is like one of the worst human beings in MMA history. He was drunk driving and he hit a pregnant lady in her car and he fled the scene while having cocaine in the car. He has beaten his wife multiple times and these kids had to call the cops saying he's going to kill our mom. He has multiple times went out and like assaulted like people out while being drunk, allegedly.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say not while being drunk or out while being drunk?
Out while being drunk.
Okay. Dang. That is wild.
Yeah, he's just a horrible human being. And he's a drug cheat. He's failed twice, and then the UFC literally went ahead and went to a different state for his fights just so he can pass a drug test there because they weren't as scrutinizing.
That's insane.
GSP is the GOAT. And first off, Ilya Topuria or Islam Makhachev, they're just going to become the GOATs. But after this, like, I'm sorry, you cannot duck someone this hard and ever be called the GOAT again unless you beat Tom Aspinall. Or even fight him. If he fought him and lost, it'd be better. But this is, like, pathetic. I think Jon Jones not fighting him at this point is worse for his legacy than him actually just going out and fighting Tom Aspinall and losing.
Yeah, for sure. Tom Aspinall, I remember he said I'm going to retire him without even fighting him. So
Like,
what he's doing,
literally.
especially if Dana White enforces where if Jon Jones beats this guy, he has to fight him. Then Jon Jones retires.
Yeah,
He's such a pussy. He's
here's
gonna
what I
retire.
want to happen. I want, after Jon Jones beats Stipe Miocic, which is going to happen because Stipe should not be fighting anyone at all, especially not for the belt. He hasn't fought in 3 years, got knocked out his last, and hasn't won in 4, but for some reason is fighting for the belt against Jon Jones because Jon Jones wants his little matchups to where he can win. After Jon Jones wins, because he's fighting Joe Biden, he should go ahead and Dana White should say, all right, you ready to fight Tom Aspinall? Once he says, no, I'm retiring, then Dana White should take off his belt and give it to Tom Aspinall right there. Just say, all right, this is your heavyweight champion because he's too scared to fight you. And by the way, Jon Jones, you're never fighting again. You're not fighting Alex Pereira.
Dude.
He really said, I want to fight Alex Pereira for the BMF belt, the baddest mother effer belt, while ducking your interim champion.
He's a pussy, bro. Yeah. But do you know? I think Jon Jones versus Jake Paul boxing match would be hype.
Jake would win.
Both extremely.
Jon
hated.
Jones sucks throwing hands. I mean, sucks, and he'd kill me. But like, legitimately, Jake Paul probably wins. Jake Paul boxes. Jon Jones would kill him in everything else, kickboxing, wrestling, anything. But Jon Jones has never, I don't think, knocked anyone down ever with a punch.
Really? Well, I mean, it would be a super fight.
It would be.
So Jake Paul
And
likes.
I would be going so hard for Jake Paul. Like, that's how much I cannot stand Jon Jones.
Dang, bro. Jon Jones hate.
No. If Jon Jones has 10 haters, I'm one of them. If Jon Jones has 1 hater, I'm that hater. If Jon Jones has 0 haters, that means I am dead. Straight hater.
Yep. What do you have to say, Noah? You're mute.
I don't watch boxing. I don't watch UFC enough to. I keep up more with politics because it was such a political year. It was a very, very political.
I feel like last podcast I was like saying nothing, and it was just mostly you. But now you just took a back seat, bro.
Well, I don't necessarily like watching the Roman Colosseum. Well, I'm sorry, no, the Roman Circus as much as I used to.
Dang, bro.
I've been reading books.
Philosopher.
I'm becoming boring.
Oh, wow.
Jacob, what's your take on what's going on with the UFC? What's something you want to happen with the UFC? Like fighters fighting, whoever.
I'm kind of in the same boat as Noah. I really only watch UFC or pay attention to UFC when I watch the pay-per-views.
Jacob,
so
you watch
I
like
really
every
don't.
I don't even
pay-per-view.
watch the pay-per-views anymore, bro.
Well, yeah, but I don't like.
you. Pirate.
Well,
Whoa.
Yar har. Pirate this.
pay-per-view, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I watched the pay-per-views. Yeah,
Allegedly.
Yar yar.
Allegedly.
Yo, yo.
But no, I'm kind of I watch all the pay-per-views, but
Let's not be admitting to
Other
federal
than that,
crimes
I
on
don't-
this podcast.
hey, no, I've done no federal crimes allegedly in this room. But no, same thing with Noah. Kind of, I only really watch pay-per-views. I don't really watch any interviews and keep up with anything after that. A lot of the times, I hear the fighters for the first time when they're in the pay-per-view, except for all the big hitters. But I feel like from what you said, Jon Jones needs to just get out.
I agree.
because
Retire, little
if
bro.
he-
No one cares.
because you said his last fight, other than this fight, was years ago, right?
Jon Jones.
or
No.
1 year
Jon
at least?
Jones has fought 1 time in the past 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
His opponent hasn't
I don't
won
know
in
how-
4 years.
Okay. But still, not having one fight for years, I don't see how you can be called the GOAT, especially after.
How does he have
What's
the
up?
belt then?
So Jon
How's he have
Jones
a
was
belt
the
if he-
the lightweight, not lightweight, cruiser,
Heavyweight.
light heavyweight champ for years. He had like 9 title defenses, I think. And then he said he was gonna bulk up to heavyweight when Francis was the champ, and then just never did. And then Francis finally leaves after 3 years. of Jon Jones being scared of whoever was the heavyweight champion. And then once Francis leaves and it's open, and the guy who he'd have to fight was Ciryl Gane, who literally cannot wrestle at all. After 3 years of not fighting, Jon Jones shows up with a literal beer belly. Like, he didn't bulk up at all. He just had a beer belly. Came in and wrestled to death Ciryl Gane, a guy who literally cannot wrestle, just like Alex Pereira, the guy Jon Jones wants to fight, not for legacy, because he knows Alex Pereira can't wrestle, and beats him. But it's because they were saying he was the GOAT, so he automatically gets the title. He doesn't have to fight the other contenders. But this is freaking ridiculous at this point.
Dude, yeah. It's like he says for 1 second, he's like, I'm doing this for legacy. I want these legacy fights. And the next second, he's like, I just want to have fun fights, bro.
Yeah.
Like, switches up so quickly.
Yeah, because
It's insane.
honestly, at this point, he should just say, I'm ducking. I'm scared of this guy. Like, I'm scared
He
of this
is. I mean,
guy.
it's obvious.
That's what he should say, because we all know what's really
Him and his
happening
little
with
gay
him.
voice, right?
I'm really
Little gay voice.
I'm not scared of Tom Aspinall. He just hasn't done anything for my legacy. But Alex Pereira, though, like, we're the same size, we're the same weight, we would be so much of a better fight. Hold on, let me beat my wife real quick.
Dang.
Levi is so salty, bro.
Bro, I cannot stand Jon Jones.
Dude. I swear every time for the past like 2 or 3 pay-per-views when Jon Jones has or however long it's been since Jon Jones. Actually, no, I think it was when Tom Aspinall at the night after Mason's wedding, when Tom Aspinall won, and you said Jon Jones was having to fight him. You have been on and on and on about Jon Jones.
I cannot stand him. I cannot stand Jon Jones.
I understand.
I want him out. I want him out of the UFC. I want him out of my Twitter feed. I want him gone. Actually, I don't want him out of my Twitter feed because I get to see everyone make fun of him, but... And then he says how much he doesn't need anything and how social media doesn't affect him. And then the next second he's like, all right, screw you guys. I don't need this social media. And then he comes back 5 seconds later. But yeah, he's a wuss. He's a coward. Jon Jones is the biggest coward I've ever seen in like any combat fighting. Jake Paul is fighting a harder opponent, right? In my opinion. I think Mike Tyson is a better matchup. I actually give Jake Paul more credit right now for who he's fighting than Jon Jones.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Mike Tyson, he at least has like a chance to knock you out.
I mean, Stipe does, but Jon Jones isn't actually... Here's what Jon Jones is going to do. He's literally just going to crawl on his knees. He's just going to smuggle him immediately because Stipe is a 42-year-old man who hasn't fought in 3 years and needed a cane. And the last time I saw him at a UFC event, isn't going to be able to do anything about Jon Jones wrestling and is immediately going to get submitted. And then Jon Jones is going to do the whole, yeah, give me my belt. And then he's going to retire like a wuss.
Dang, bro. Jon Jones. The one and only, bro. The one
Thank
and
heavens. Thank
pussy.
heavens he's the one and only, because I don't think I could do another Jon Jones. I don't think I could deal with any of that. That's the one time I'm very happy there's only one of you. Because, gosh, you suck.
Wait, didn't they call Conor McGregor the one and only too?
Yeah, Conor's way less of a wuss. Conor goes ahead and he breaks his leg 4 years ago, and he immediately goes in to fight Michael Chandler, a guy who's hungry. I mean, they didn't end up fighting because Conor got injured, but yeah, how on earth is Conor McGregor less of a wuss coming off of a literal leg break in a fight than Jon Jones?
I have no idea.
The Irish in him.
And I don't really like Conor McGregor that much either. He's clearly a terrible person, but as a fighter, he's way more respectful than Jon Jones.
Dang, bro.
I think he's running for some office in Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. Him, freaking
Conor?
literally, yeah. Conor McGregor said that was it him that said that he was going to run for Irish office, like political office?
No, it's stuck on politics.
Dude, I mean, that's all.
That's all he can. That's all we can talk about.
Dang it, Noah, you're broken.
You guys, I'm not broken. I'm just not calibrated to the world of boxing and combative sports.
Well,
no, you should
really,
run. You should run for office, Noah.
It'd take my soul away, bro.
Run for
They
president.
would.
I don't think.
They would
I
take
don't.
my
I don't
soul,
think
bro.
thou who we cannot name would be okay with Noah running.
Oh,
You know all those.
Running?
He would literally make up so many
Like, off-
lies.
the
I
anti-Riz.
know.
The anti-Riz.
Anti-Riz.
The person who
Anti-aura.
is one anger fit away from a disaster.
Yeah, no. This character in question is not necessarily the greatest person in the world, unfortunately. He could be.
And his
He's
name
not
is
to be.
and his name is
No,
Jacob.
no.
No.
Oh, wow.
Why do you hate me, Jacob? Why do you hate me? Why?
Hey, Aiden says it, so I got to now. Yeah.
Yep. Just
Awesome.
making posts on Facebook about Noah every day. Just hate posts.
Jacob.
Don't.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Okay. I have a question. This is something Noah and Jacob can talk about, I think, because both enjoy
Maybe. All right,
enjoy
what's up?
shooting things.
Ooh.
Are you guys gonna go hunting?
Most likely. Yeah, most likely we'll go hunting my grandfather's property. So for the past 5 years, we've gone and we've like the first bit of a rifle season, we would go. Was it the first half of the week we go and try to only get bucks.
Mm-hmm.
We see doe, we see fawns with their mothers, the doe, and we're trying to get a population, a decent deer population coming back in our grandfather's property. Unfortunately, his neighbors aren't necessarily trying to do that. So at the very end of the week, we're just like, okay, screw it. Just shoot anything and everything. Call it veal if you shoot a fawn. And by that time, they're so scared that they don't move at all. And
Yeah. Bro,
and
I know.
unfortunately, that's for like seriously half a decade, over half a decade maybe. It's been just like that.
Bro, I know
So
a guy.
We're probably just going to shoot whatever crosses our path that
I know-
isn't covered in orange.
I know a guy that he said he hunted for 15 years. He never got anything, and he finally posted on Instagram one day. First deer, and it's a little baby fawn holding it up like this. The whole room behind him is a bloody bloodbath. It was the saddest thing. You remember Will? You know him?
Yeah, I
Remember
said,
that
what
post?
did you? Yes,
First-
I commented. What did you kill that deer with a chainsaw? Like it was
Dude,
crazy.
it
I don't
was
understand.
Horrible.
I don't understand how that garage got so bloody.
I don't understand how you hunt for 15 years and finally and shoot your first deer as a fawn. I don't understand that.
Did he grab the fawn and just start shaking it around after like he cut it
He got
open, or
so mad he charges it and just starts.
It was
he,
insane.
like threw it on the walls and you just watched it like drip down or something? It was crazy, bro. It looked like it looked like a Saw movie.
Dude,
Oh, my.
Don't show it, Aiden. I
I
don't
think he
think.
had too much fun.
I'm
huh?
not. I'm just trying to
Ugh.
find it for my own likings.
But
Jacob, what kind of rifle do you use?
I'm sorry.
What kind of rifle do you use?
So actually, I've never actually been deer hunting. I have I bought a Mosin Nagant earlier this year, but I don't know if I'm actually going to go hunting. It's kind of inaccurate. I need to sight it in, and also I just don't know if I feel like we can go.
Be able to. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that.
How long? Oh, are you still in North Carolina, Noah?
West
No,
Virginia.
I'm in West Virginia.
Yeah. I think I
We
always
go
said North
vacation
Carolina.
in North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah,
was
we
gonna say-
literally just got done with the vacation this past weekend. I was in
Oh,
North
nice.
Carolina last weekend.
Nice.
So, I mean, you're not that far off. I was like, Jacob, I haven't talked to you in a minute. How do you know my freaking vacation spot, dude? You stalker.
Just going.
By the way, Noah, are you still in North Carolina?
No, your hitman's way off.
Whoops. But no, how long is hunting season, and how long is rifle season in Missouri? I should specify.
2 weeks.
10
right?
days, right?
Oh.
No, I think it's 10 days. But yeah, For us, we put a trail cam out there like 2 weeks ago, and the biggest deer we saw was a little 8-pointer. He's the biggest one. Even though technically there's also like a 4-pointer that's huge and it's insane. I don't know how it's that big, but we have that too. But then just last night on the trail cam, a big giant 10, possibly even more than that, a big huge buck showed up, and that me and Levi are going to be after that. Even though all Levi does is shoot little bucks, like every time. It's the first.
I'm beating you this year.
First day of season, he shoots a little buck, and then I'll shoot a monster a week later, and then he's all peed off. But no, dude, it's gonna happen again.
Nah, it's not happening.
I have that patience.
Look at these guys. They actually are getting deer.
Right.
No venison.
Hey. I mean, this is the deer I shot last year, and it is a small buck. It's because I'm blind, and I thought it was like twice as big. But I did a pretty good job on doing a European mount for the first time. It looks pretty much professional. Back here,
you see, Levi, you see these mounts? You see these mounts, boy? How many mounts do you got?
I mean, I got 0 mounts, but I also got robbed of a mount.
And also, I have another one on the way. It's going to be right there where that bow is. All 3 of these big old freaking bucks.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Levi, you said European. That's just a skull, right?
Yeah.
There's more. There's more where that came from.
But we're going to make YouTube videos of this hunting season. It'll be fun.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Speaking of YouTube,
yes, sir.
Noah, when are you gonna finally start your YouTube channel? I'm waiting, bro. You gotta get those turtles and make a YouTube video.
I think I may do dogs.
Dogs.
I'm getting a dog as well.
Because I have 3
dogs
already. You know.
Are you actually in the living house?
No,
I have 3 dogs. So,
I'm probably gonna try to move out as soon as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
ASAP.
So don't ask where it is, but I'm probably going to be getting a pretty good job offer.
Okay.
But yeah,
very nice.
Yeah, I might not need to keep going to college.
Is it around Jeff City? Can I ask, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not in Texas, thank God.
It is not in Texas. But shoot. Oh yeah, dogs. What dog do you want, Noah? No, you can have a dog and a turtle, bro. Like what?
No, dude, this dog that I have, man, all energy so when I get out of work, I'm done. I'm tired. It's been a long day, and then all of a sudden I come home and this ball of energy, almost the same size of me, is coming up wanting every single ounce of energy that I have left. Her name is Kaya. She is adorable. She's lovely.
Named the dog Kai?
She's...
Bro, did you really
name the dog Kai?
No, not November.
No way.
No, bro.
No, you did
You lost
not.
No November to a dog named Kaya.
I didn't name any of these dogs at all.
Bro, you gotta change that dog's name, bro, after what she did to you.
I can't.
Dude, you got to, bro.
You
You got a big old dog named Kai.
Bro, you gotta change that dog's name.
Getting up on you.
You gotta change that dog's
Come here, Kai. Come here. Oh!
Kaya.
Come here, Kaya.
She may be sleeping right now.
But no, I'm gonna...
But no, man, any energy I have for pets is going directly into her.
Does your dog like Mexican?
She is also known as Trash Panda because she literally eats anything, and because her fur is also black and white. Man,
does Kai eat Mexican?
Maybe if you give it to her.
Will Kai run away if you give her some Mexican?
Possibly. I don't know what this joke is, but
what do you mean?
Oh well.
You know exactly what this joke is.
El Pablo.
Kai.
El Pablo is coming for Kai.
El Pablo.
El Pablo. Sí, señor. I'm coming for Kai.
No, señor. This is my poopy. This is my perro.
El Pablo takes what El Pablo wants, fool.
Screw you, Katika.
All right. But I want to get a beagle. Not a beagle. A dachshund.
I would like to get a German Shepherd.
You want another dog?
So you have Kai, dude. You have Kai.
Bro, trust
No, I
me,
would like
Kai
no, eventually.
is definitely a handful already. More, if someone would say more than a
She's
handful. Much more than
He's a life bolt.
There you go.
Bro, you gotta change the dog's name, dog. Not after what that woman did to you.
It's not my dog.
It's not even your dog?
It's not.
Just like El
necessarily-
Pablo
it's
took
what my
that girl
mother
who wasn't
named
even your
her,
girl.
so.
You put all your energy into it.
I'm just trying to see if I still got game, bro. Who else am I supposed to rizz up? Your freaking 16-year-old sister? Do you really
Hey,
want me to be a brother-in-law? Like, what do you want me to do here?
Bro, you didn't have to.
dude. All I'm gonna say is you did beat Jared, but Pablo beat you.
Pablo ain't nothing, bro.
I don't
He ain't
know.
nothing.
Well,
Kai thinks Pablo is something.
No, Pablo.
Yeah,
and
and guess what?
She's
Pablo didn't
married,
think I
isn't
was
she?
anything.
Not to Pablo.
Yeah, she's married. She's
To
married.
Pablo?
No.
Not to Pablo. Pablo didn't think that. Like I said, Pablo didn't think Kai was anything.
Oh, he's a smart man.
Yeah.
All right, Levi, I gotta go.
Okay. Well,
All right, boys. I'll talk
There's
to you later.
right. There's still one more topic I want to talk
Yeah.
about. But yeah,
All
see
right,
ya.
I'll see you, man.
All right. So, have you guys been paying attention to the new alien rumors?
What?
My dad and I was talking about it.
Another alien rumor? What do we have?
You know what
What is
my
it?
theory is I think
What is
the government are about to do
Yeah,
something
well, first of
bad,
all, what
so they're
happened?
distracting us.
What has happened? What has happened?
Jacob, do you know more than me? Because I have a very I literally just found out about
Absolutely
it.
not.
Apparently,
Yeah, I was at my parents' house yesterday, and all my dad said is that there's a committee about UAPs, unidentified alien phenomenon, or aerial, not alien. Sorry.
Yeah.
Basically,
Okay.
and the committee basically all but confirmed the existence of at least those UIPs. I
UAPs.
can talk.
UAPs.
I apologize. Yeah, UAPs. So now keep in mind, I haven't seen this. I have not heard of this anything other than what my dad, but he kind of follows it, so I trust him a little bit mostly. But basically, apparently, from what I was told, is the government has like a super secret division dedicated to the retrieval to the retrieval of UAPs, and they have a whole like section dedicated to going out there, securing the site, taking what they can, and there is rumors to have biological evidence as to alien life. Again, I cannot attest
I
to
saw
how
that
true that is,
too,
but
and
that's just what I've heard.
From what they
How
also
long
said,
ago was
apparently
this?
it's coming from the water. Like they're coming from the oceans.
The water. Wait,
Yeah, they're saying that's where the craft
Oh
could be.
my gosh! Like that one battleship movie. Oh, it's crazy.
Here is my take
guess
on
it makes
every
sense.
time the government says anything about UFOs, UAPs, or anything. It seems to be right when they're about to do, like, if you notice something, the government then proceeds to do something shady that the American people would be upset about and want to look into, but aliens. I swear this happens every time.
Ooh, yeah, aliens.
So that's what every time I hear a hearing, I'm like, what are they doing? What are the government doing?
What are they up to?
Yeah.
So-
All right, let's ignore
uh,
Flash Show and let's look at what's actually happening.
But that's kind of
Oh,
funny coming
government,
from me
what are you
because I'm
doing?
someone who has seen a UFO. I've actually had 2 experiences. Do you guys know about those?
Dude has seen UFOs twice, Bigfoot once.
I've never seen Bigfoot.
Yes, you have. You've seen
No.
Bigfoot once.
No, I have not. When have I ever said I saw Bigfoot?
Did you not see Bigfoot?
No,
like,
I've never seen a Bigfoot.
oh, was that just a dream?
Huh?
That one time whenever you were a kid?
I said when I was a kid I was afraid of Bigfoot, but I've always said I've never seen him.
Oh,
I
thought that
don't
was-
believe Bigfoot exists.
Was that a? Oh, okay.
But when I was a kid and I was in a bunk bed, I saw some lights flashing outside of my window, And I went down to go check it out, and it was like the middle of the night, and I see exactly what you flying saucer would look like, and it was like spinning down to the trees, and that's a vivid memory when I was a child, and yeah, pretty wild. I also remember another time, it was like the middle of the day actually, and I was on a trampoline, and I remember seeing like a white orb. It was like in the sky, and I was trying to like show my siblings, my mom, it in the sky, and they couldn't see it. And I remember they gave up, and then I could still see it. And I remember, and then it like split up into another one, and then a third one, and then they all like flew together, and it was really up in the sky too. Like it was hard to spot, but I remember seeing that. That one was wild, but the first one was really wild, and that's still very vivid in my mind.
That is interesting.
You guys don't have any weird experiences like that?
Not necessarily. I did see when I was driving back home once, down the highway. I looked up in the night sky and I saw some flickering, and then I saw like these two green streams come out of this black mass just falling out of the sky. I was like, oh my God, a freaking meteorite. I saw a meteorite fall out of the sky, burning up an atmosphere.
Really?
That's
And
pretty cool.
then I saw, when I was out jogging around my neighborhood, and then I just randomly see like these, like it looked like a jet. I was like, man, that's a fast moving jet. And then I saw like you know how jets, like fighter jets, have like those two like tails of white smoke come out from their ends. So I thought that one was happening, but it suddenly just. I was like, "Oh my gosh, another meteorite!
Yeah, 'cause
burning up in the sky."
You were in the National
No,
Guard.
this
It
happened
seems like it's always the military seeing these things. You don't have any military stories about any of this stuff like that?
No, because I was technically the military base is about an hour away, and because of West Virginia's mountainous terrain, the United States Air Force and all America's fighter pilots using the mountain. Well, at least they did like using the mountains of West Virginia because they're very good at simulating the mountains in Afghanistan and what they would see if they were deployed over there. And heck, even still this day, you can still hear these huge rips in the valleys because the Air Force is still training, because it's let's be honest, it's a really good training to know how to fly low level and in between mountains and valleys. It just really is. If you can't do that, then you can't necessarily be a stealth pilot.
Yeah.
No.
But no, I guess, yeah, technically, I mean, it's an hour away from me, but I don't know. I don't think it's. We don't have any we don't have any fighter bases in West Virginia at all. We just don't. We just have big like C-17, big C-130 cargo bases. That's it. That's all West Virginia does. And Air Force wise is cargo based. Like it's not. There's no fighters. There's no fighter helicopters. I mean, sure, Black Hawks. That's about it. That's the closest thing to a fighter aircraft that we have. So
I gotcha. Interesting. You don't have any stories, Jacob?
Not that I can remember. That's the only time I definitively remember seeing something that might be a UFO was on Halloween.
Oh.
So I don't know if it was some. In my mind at the time, it definitely seemed real, but I'm not sure. Basically, we were out trick or treating in this neighborhood, and I mean, it was kind of loud. And you just look up, and there's just a spinning disc with
Oh, really?
bunch of with a bunch of lights, like orange lights around it. So that scared the crap out of me as a kid. I don't know but at the same time it was Halloween, so I don't know if someone was just getting really into the Halloween spirit, or if
I built a flying saucer to scare these kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
the only
I
other thing
mean,
I can
if
think
you
of is
were
maybe like a
into-
drone.
yeah, seriously. How long?
this was I was a kid, so
Yeah.
I mean, They probably had drones, but
Yeah, that's kind of
I
what I
don't
was
know.
thinking. Like when I had my experience, like looking back, I'm like, could it have been a
Mhm.
drone? It seemed way too big to be a drone. I don't remember them really drones being a thing when I was a kid. Because I remember when I was also a kid and I was in a hotel. We were my family was taking a vacation. I do remember seeing something in the sky that like spooked me a little bit. I'm like, oh, is that a UFO? And then I looked at it a little harder and I could tell it was a drone. So I can tell when something is a drone, but from that day, it doesn't seem like that was ever a drone. I have another weird story where I don't think it was real, but I very vividly remember it happening. I remember I was driving with my dad was driving me, and we are going to like a grocery store to go pick up some snacks. And I remember I saw like a giant fiery ball, like just fly by, and it was really, really close. I remember my dad and all traffic just stopped. He's like, "What the heck is that?" And like, I remember all traffic in front of us stopping. I vividly remember this happening, but I don't really remember anything after that. And I'll ask my dad, I'm like, "You don't remember when that happened?" He's like, "No, I don't remember it at all." So I'm like, I don't know when. Apparently, I had a weird like mirage, a vision, or something. But yeah, it's very vivid in my head, at
Dream,
least.
maybe.
Hmm?
Probably a dream that you remember really well.
I guess, but like, I feel like I'd
Or that
remember.
the aliens made you think you had it.
Yeah, the aliens did your brainwash,
Alien.
your memory enough.
But yeah, it's still a
They
weird
proved
thing
your
because I'm like,
mind
it's
alive.
very vivid, and I remember it happening, but I don't remember after. Like, I don't remember like going to the store or anything, or ever talking about. I just remember it happening. My dad saying, "What the heck?" I was stopping, and I don't remember anything after that. But yeah.
It
But
sounds kind of maybe like a dream, but oh,
yeah,
I wasn't
I
there.
was gonna say, yeah,
And I can see it being both ways. I can see it being a dream, and I can also see it happening in real life because, well, I have not as fun stories like that happening that I know for a fact were dreams. I know some that may have been a dream, but oh well.
yeah.
Nothing fun like, oh, aliens are here. Nothing fun like that.
And then there's a bunch of times where I'm like convinced something like weird, like a ghost has happened, and I've had like sleep paralysis before. One time, that still creeps me out. I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I got, and that was near Halloween last year. Whenever I had my sleep paralysis event, nothing bad happened. It's just that felt like something was on top of me. It was trying to get me to shut up.
Mine was still the weirdest sleep paralysis. Like, I didn't see anything, but I've never ever heard this happening to anyone else. When I had sleep paralysis, I remember because I like to kind of like either I cross my arms or I kind of have my arms here. I remember I was kind of like in this position and I wake up, and it's funny because I had literally talked about I've never had sleep paralysis that night. I was talking to my roommate about it. It was so weird. I remember, and I woke up and I couldn't move. I'm like, oh, I immediately knew. I'm like, okay, this is sleep paralysis. And like, I'm trying to get out because I was scared I was going to see something. I couldn't see anything. Everything was black. And like, I got out, and then I felt something grab me, put me back, and put me in the exact position for like maybe a second. And then I just felt like something let go. It was so weird. Until the day, it's like,
that's scary.
yeah, it gives me like I have goosebumps right now. Like, it's just a really weird thing that happened.
Yeah, no, that sounds really terrifying.
Yeah, I after that
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
sleep the
fun.
rest of the night.
It's not fun.
I
It's
went I
entertaining.
turned on
sure,
all the
but it's
lights and
not
I
fun.
sat on the couch.
It's not boring, I should say. It's not boring.
Oh, it definitely didn't. It definitely didn't put me to sleep. That's for sure.
No, it doesn't put you to sleep at all. It does not help you with that
Mm-mm. But
at
yeah,
all.
if there's anything where because okay, the thing is when I think about all these things that have happened in my like childhood, and well, the sleep paralysis was last year, but where I'm like, dang, it's like I have seen some weird things where it's like, was I imagining them? But then I'm like, bro, I was obsessed with Bigfoot, and like I was terrified. a Bigfoot. And I never saw Bigfoot. I literally went out searching for Bigfoot in my woods. Never saw anything. It's like, why did my brain not imagine Bigfoot? Like, I'm imagining, like, alien spaceships. I'm, like, apparently imagining ghosts and stuff, but no big hairy
Big
ape.
hairy guy and a horse. Like, seriously,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like,
I can't think of that guy.
the one thing I could think of is if I did see him and I was so terrified of Bigfoot that I probably would have immediately fainted. Like, I've never been more scared of, like, a fictional, like, thing in my life other than Bigfoot. But, yeah, it was weird. I was, like, terrified of it, but at the same time, like, oh, I want to find Bigfoot when I was a child.
No, I was terrified as Bigfoot, except I did not want to find him. And every time we went camping, my parents and my friends would always make fun of me. They just like scream from the woods and say that was Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude.
Tree knocks and
It
all
was-
that. Yeah.
My mom
Yeah,
did
the
that too.
knocks, the screams.
Did you watch Finding Bigfoot?
But
Yes, I did.
I did. And that
Yeah.
show scared. That
Yeah.
show, honestly, that show kind of scared me.
It did. It scared me too. Like, I loved it. It was my favorite show, but it was still terrified me.
I mean, watching it now, I realize how kind of dumb it is.
It is so
but
dumb.
it is so dumb.
The
But as
worst
a kid
one ever
watching
is
it, I'm like,
Alaskan
oh.
Killer Bigfoot. That show is terrible. But Jacob, so not gonna lie, like I don't believe in Bigfoot, but like when we go on our like once a year camping trip, not gonna lie,
With Ezra?
yeah, I'm just like, oh, like I'm like listening in the woods, like,
Tree knocks. You just hear a knock.
we made up,
Like a branch could have just fallen over.
we made our own legend.
Oh,
You don't remember the Bourbon Monkey?
who's the legend?
The Bourbon Monkey. Okay, yeah.
Oh, the Bourbon Monkey.
The Bourbon Monkey.
Oh, that's a great legend.
I kind of forgot what all the legend was, but I remember us talking about him.
He shows up. I forget.
Yeah.
I think you have to share your alcohol with him. And if you don't, he kills you. Is that what it is?
Something like that.
Oh
It
no,
was
the
either,
bird, the bird. We kept on hearing this bird.
Bird?
Remember, we kept on hearing this bird. It
Yes.
wouldn't shut up.
Yeah.
It would be all
It's-
through the day and all
It's
through
like
the night.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it literally the entire time we were out there, this one bird would call. So we made up the legend that when the bird's calling, the Bourbon Monkey is near. We're like, every time I call, we're like, oh, the Bourbon Monkey, it's close.
Bourbon Monkey. He's watching.
imagine
He's
it
on
would-
the prowl.
Imagine it was Bigfoot making like those bird calls that whole time. How they say it can
dude, that would be
imitate.
scary.
And the whole time we're like the Bourbon Monkey, and then if we would have just turned around, you would just stop Bigfoot go.
Dude, have you guys seen that show? Oh, dang it. No, I think it's Mountain Monsters with a whole bunch of rednecks.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I love the one part where this one guy, he's like, apparently it's this demon that's getting him and like possessed him. And he's like, oh no, man, I'm really feeling like I should drink this whiskey right now. And he takes a shot. He's like, guys, I think I'm being forced to take another shot. He's like, I don't know what's happening, man. I feel so good. It's like, bro, you just took 2 shots
Dude,
of
that
whiskey.
show-
It's not the demon,
That
dog.
show is... It's worse
It's just
than
the
Finding
alcoholism,
Bigfoot,
man.
for sure.
You can be real about it.
The biggest, the worst one, the worst like Bigfoot, ghost, or alien show ever is Alaskan Killer Bigfoot. So there's this story about this Alaskan like town. I don't remember. I think it starts with an N, but pretty much apparently the legend is they got like terrorized by this Bigfoot type thing. And literally, like, it is actually historically proven, or like it's historically accurate that they did suddenly leave. But so these people, they go out and they're like going out to go find this Bigfoot thing. And in the first ever episode, they're like camping out in this old abandoned shed, and like they're making it out to where, and it's snowing. Like the whole ground is nothing but snow. And
Right, yeah, Alaska.
and and then they do this whole scene where they can hear something outside, and like it's very obvious there's something walking around. And they're like, then it's in the morning. They're like, that was so terrifying. And then they're like, but we have cameras of something happening. Like apparently they like filmed it. And then when they put up the scene, they're like, we can't see anything though. But there's no snow. There's no snow in their
Oh,
camera.
no way.
It's so terrible. It's like y'all really failed that bad. Like it's so obviously fake.
Couldn't get snow on the ground like fake snow. Jeez. Oh,
Yeah, it was pathetic. That show was so, and they wouldn't go out in
Snow
the. They
melted.
wouldn't go out in the
snow
woods.
melted.
The entire show is them on
I mean, it's
the
Alaskan
shore. It's
Killer
so
Bigfoot.
sad. Alaskan Killer Bigfoot.
How do
Terrible show.
you be a Bigfoot finding series and not go into the woods?
Bro, 7-year-old me went out in the woods and I was terrified of Bigfoot. These are a bunch of grown men with guns. And they're too scared to go out in the woods. And that's your whole job is to go out in the woods and look for this Bigfoot.
Dude, it has a 2.5-star rating.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. That should be something we do, maybe. Maybe we all watch it on this. Like, I think you can watch shows
we
on
have a
Discord.
Reaction video. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think I'm ready to head off. But it was fun talking to you,
All right.
boys.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Thanks for having me on.
You, Jeff. Yeah. How's it feel to be the first guest, man?
Man, I feel honored.
Let's go.
It was awesome talking to you, man.
It
It
was
really
awesome.
was.
Talking to you,
Thanks,
Noah.
Noah.
Yes, it has.
And I will see you tomorrow, Jacob, to watch Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. All right.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching the Order Podcast, and we will be signing out. Goodbye.
Adios.